Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Trek, where I'll be talking about and reviewing an episode of the original series, The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, or Enterprise. Today I'm looking at the Enterprise incident from the original series' third season, or as I like to call it, that time Kirk didn't make out with someone. This episode was requested by Ice44. Thank you for the suggestion, and let's get going. We begin the episode with McCoy's logs saying he's concerned about Kirk, who snaps at Chekhov and then Spock before he orders a course change into Romulan space. Ooh man, Uhura's earrings look heavy. Sulu reluctantly follows orders while Spock scans for trouble, and Scotty rushes up to find out what's going on before a Klingon-looking ship rocks up. So red alert because it has some friends. Dramatic zoom, and into the credits we go. It's not actually Klingons, it's the Romulans. Sub-Commander Tal, in fact, played by Jack Donner, one of only 3 actors to appear in both the original series and Enterprise. In this case, 36 years later. Tal threatens them, but then gets a phone call which orders him to give Kirk 1 hour to surrender or be destroyed. Spock points out that this is all Kirk's fault, so he takes it out on McCoy, before Tal calls again to exchange crew for a chat, so Kirk orders Scotty to blow everything up if shit goes down. The exchange takes place, Scotty sass, and turns out the Romulan commander is a woman, whose outfit matches the walls, and she yells at Kirk for trespassing, but he bullshits her by saying navigation failed, and they shout at each other.
I hardly believe you are the injured party.
She calls Spock in, who she shows interest towards, and she takes his unwillingness to speak as a sign that Kirk is lying, and she is furious and threatens to torture Kirk. Spock prevents this by admitting Kirk is off his game and has been acting weirdly.
Filthy liar! I am speaking the truth.
And tells the commander that he is cray-cray. The commander relays her verdict to Enterprise, saying the crew will not be charged, but they do need to be processed before release. However, Scotty takes his blow everything up order seriously and refuses to cooperate.
You humans make a brave noise.
Kirk mounts off and is dragged away, while the commander asks Spock why he takes orders from such an asshat. Kirk is chucked in prison, who doesn't take it well, so Uhura sends McCoy across to treat him, and the commander asks Spock on a dinner date.
Are the guards also invited?
And I think he flirts with her. The commander talks to McCoy about Kirk's condition and concludes that Spock should be in charge now, which Kirk is mad about, so gets face-hugged. Apparently that killed him, so he's assimilated? No, that's just sickbay, and Kirk jump-scares Chapel, because of course he's not dead. This has all been a ruse, which shocks Scotty, and look how happy he is. Spock and the commander's dinner date gets underway. Here, have some WKD, which raises an eyebrow, and having not heard back from him, Kirk recklessly beams across where he's immediately spotted, but bullshits his way out of it. The commander offers Spock a place, and also a booty call, which he seems into, so sweet, go take over the Enterprise like a good boy. But he's in no rush because lady friend. Okay, bye! Spock immediately calls Kirk, whose transmission is detected. Nice dress, but surely she saw that. No matter, let's make out, which is something apparently Leonard Nimoy invented because he didn't think Spock would suck face. Kirk knocks out the cloaking device guard, while Spock admits he's feeling quite emotional, but the party is broken up when they discover he's been a sneaky Spock and rush for the cloaking device, where Kirk boots this guy in the face. He yoinks the device and beams back, through Romulan shields, because I doubt they're down in this situation. The commander is pissed that Spock betrayed her and slaps him.
What is your present form of execution?
Well, don't volunteer for that! Everyone is excited that Kirk is alive, while Spock buys some time by invoking a Romulan rite, and yada yada's on for a good part of 20 minutes, while the Enterprise locates him. They beam him, and the commander, because she hitches a ride aboard, and cheese it. And while the cloaking device doesn't work for them, they do use the commander as a shouty hostage. As the Romulans approach, Scotty gives the cloaking device another try, and presto, take that, Tal! The commander wants to be treated as a prisoner, but here, have a Spock instead, who sort of apologizes before telling Kirk to get his ears sorted. Ooh, that was good! I liked that. It's a very different run-in with the Romulans than in Balance of Terror, but still kept that cat and mouse element that made that episode work so well. I was intrigued from the off by Kirk's behavior because it didn't hint at a cause, which kept you guessing. It could have been anything, and even on the Romulan ship, you think, what's up with this guy? I thought when McCoy was beamed over over, he was going to discover that Kirk was an alien or possessed or something. But having this be a big Starfleet ploy was perfectly fine. I'll admit, when the commander was revealed to be a woman, I rolled my eyes hard. Not because it was a woman in charge, that was boss ass, but because I thought Kirk is going to hit on her in about 3 seconds, but boy was I wrong. She was a lot more demure and established as a character than a lot of the random alien women on this show, which I wholeheartedly appreciated. And it was so nice to have Spock be the one to have the romantic connection, and the cat and mouse element was more between them than Kirk and what he was up to. It really explored Spock's human and Vulcan sides, as well as his duty as a Starfleet officer, which gave so much depth to his character, and Leonard Nimoy was able to portray so much emotion in such a restrained way, which is no mean feat. I really liked this one, and I was surprised that this and Balance of Terror are the only appearances of the Romulans in the original series, so wow, good job for being 2 for 2 on strong Romulan episodes. So there you have it. That was the Enterprise incident. If there's an episode of Star Trek you'd like me to cover, pop it down in the comments below, or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, it really does mean a lot, or consider subscribing if you want to be assimilated into my channel. Alternatively, feel free to check out my other YouTube channels. Thank you so much for watching, I'll speak to you soon, and live long and prosper.